I don't feel safe anywhere in the world. At any point, at any time, agents of the Russian government could kill me. I've never met him, but I know him better than almost anybody in the world because for the last 12 years, I've been in a man-to-man personal confrontation with him over the Magnitsky Act, where he's wanted to kill me.
And you're absolutely sure about this?
100%. You can't be the most powerful person in Russia if you're not the richest person in Russia.
He's the alpha male.
He's the alpha male on steroids. I mean, the reality is, he's actually a pathetic, very short, little scared man. But this is how he expresses it.
Bill Browder begint al als twintiger te investeren in Rusland. Met de failliete boedel van de voormalige Sovjet-Unie valt goud te verdienen. Het land, onder leiding van president Yeltsin, verkeert in chaos en alles van waarde wordt verpatst.
Yeltsin had allowed 40% of the country to be stolen by 22 individuals, the oligarchs.
Browder, wiens opa de leider was van de Amerikaanse communistische partij, besloot als daad van verzet tegen zijn familie de grootste kapitalist in Rusland te worden.
The objective was to make a lot of money, and I did. I made a lot of money.
It was over the backs of the Russian people, of course.
And interestingly, it was over my back. So if I owned a share of an oligarch company, they were stealing money from me. And so I started to fight these oligarchs very openly and accuse them of corruption and malfeasance and theft.
Browder maakt zoveel ruzie met de oligarchen en indirect met Poetin dat hij in 2007 het land uit wordt gegooid en zijn bedrijf wordt afgepakt en zijn advocaat Magnitsky wordt opgesloten, mishandeld en hij overlijdt in 2009 in gevangenschap. En dat is het begin van een nieuw leven voor Bill Browder.
He was arrested, tortured and killed. And the fact that he was killed in my service, trying to help me uncover corruption, meant that it's my responsibility for his death.
It wasn't you who killed him.
But if he hadn't worked for me, he'd still be alive today. I went from a life of fighting for money to a life of fighting for justice.
Browder mobiliseert politici en weet onder andere de VS en de EU zover te krijgen dat de verantwoordelijken voor de dood van zijn advocaat economisch worden aangepakt via de zogenaamde Magnitsky-wet.
We can act so that crimes like Magnitsky's death do not happen again.
Want de top van Rusland is alleen in geld geïnteresseerd en dus alleen met sancties te raken.
What does he care about?
He just cares about money, and now he cares about survival.
How are you so sure that he only cares about money?
Well, I think he cares now also about not being killed. And the only way he's going to avoid being killed is by staying in power.
Who would be able to kill him right now?
If he wasn't in power, he'd be killed in a heartbeat. He's killed so many people, he's taken so many hostages, he's ruined so many lives. Somebody would kill him.
Het Westen is veel te bang voor Poetin. Browder meent dat we zijn kracht stelselmatig overschatten.
He can barely win a war with Ukraine. What's he going to do? Start a war with NATO? He'll be wiped out in an afternoon.
Er is maar één houding mogelijk tegenover Poetin, die door Browder wordt beschreven als een psychiatrisch patiënt.
Well, I believe that Vladimir Putin is a psychopath. I believe that I don't know what happened to him at a young age, but something really terrible has happened to him. The only thing that Putin respects is a boot on the throat. If we exert our power properly in the West, not how we've done it for the last 22 years, but how we could do it with the power that we have, we could contain Vladimir Putin.
Maar het Westen is angstig. Ook Nederland vindt Browder. Hij haalt het neerschieten van de MH17 aan in 2014 en vindt Mark Rutte een schokkend voorbeeld van de slappe houding van het Westen.
You lost in per capita terms as many people as the United States lost in 9/11. And Mark Rutte chose to look the other way. And I think that history will judge Mark Rutte and the government of the Netherlands very harshly for that, because it was the wrong thing to do to not respond. It was the wrong thing to do for the victims, and it was the wrong thing to do for what it said to Putin, which is that you can get away with mass murder, you can get away with a major terrorist incident, and we're going to do nothing. And I'm amazed that Mark Rutte is still the Prime Minister.
What should he have done?
He should have imposed the harshest sanctions that could be imposed for that mass murder.
Browder weet dat Poetin hem ziet als verrader en dat Poetin maar één straf kent voor verraders: de dood.
And I would say that fighting for justice is infinitely more satisfying than fighting for money. And I've learned that.
But are you not scared?
I'm sometimes scared, but most of the time I'm not. Most of the time I wake up in the morning very satisfied about what I'm doing with my life and the mission that I have and what I'm accomplishing. I feel good about that.